Today I'm going to take you guys along with me to Goodwill to pick out some cute home decor items, and I'm going to show you how I'm using them to decorate. So let's get thrifty. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to just take you guys along shopping with me at Goodwill. I went to two different Goodwills to try to find some home decor for my kitchen slash dining room area because everywhere else in our house is pretty much done. Those two areas though, I just haven't really known what to do with them. So I've kind of just like procrastinated on trying to find things. But I just decided I'm gonna just look on Pinterest, see what I can find, and go to a thrift store and just see what I can pick out there. Things like this are so cute and fun, but I'm like, I don't know what I'd ever do with this. So right before I left for Goodwill, I actually went through my Pinterest boards and I kind of picked out certain pictures that I wanted to replicate for our kitchen slash dining room area. And I actually wrote them down in my journal, and I haven't actually ever done this before because usually I'm not looking for like a long list of specific things. Whereas this time, it wasn't like a super long list, but I did have specific things that I was wanting to look for. So I just wrote them down here, and I think that was really helpful. So coming here, I knew I wanted to get some stuff for our living room and kitchen and just kind of random places around the house. But some of the issues I have when I come here is I like certain things, but I have no idea where I'd put them. So I just end up not buying them. So this time I wrote down a list in my journal of different things I was wanting to look for. And I found the different things I wanted to look for off my Pinterest board. So I just went through before we came and screenshotted certain things and wrote down what kind of things to look for. So that's gonna be really helpful, I think, today looking for home decor, because then I'll find stuff I actually need and like, rather than just buying stuff and it staying in a cupboard. So I'm gonna actually show you guys what I found right now. So the first items I got were these two little candle holders, and they have like kind of wax all over them, so I'm gonna have to clean that up. I even thought that I might try painting these later on, not in this video. We'll see how they look when I try to figure out how to style these. But I just thought these were really cute, and it was $3.99 for the two of these. This is what they look like. Really cute shape, and they're polka dotted, which I also think is really cute. But we'll see what we can do with these. I would like to add that these actually were not on my list of things to get. I just thought they were super adorable, and I'm like, I could find somewhere to put these. So I might not end up putting them in my kitchen slash dining room area, but these will definitely go somewhere in my house. Okay, the next item I got was this little pot, and I thought this would be perfect for a plant or something along those lines, or even just like an accent piece, because it has this beautiful, beautiful texture and print on it. And then on the inside, it's this beautiful bronzy color. And I just thought this was so cute. And I'm like, I don't really know where I'm going to put this specifically. I do have bookshelves over here that I thought this would be really cute on, because there's like one piece on there that I really just don't feel like it matches. But I might put this in the kitchen. I want to go and get a couple more plants for our apartment as well. So that's kind of why, that's where my train of thought was going when I picked this up. And it was $3.99. The next item is this cute little pitcher. And I feel like these are just like a classic staple item for kitchens and dining rooms. And I like this one because it's a lot smaller than the one I have. The one I have is quite large. And so if I get like a bouquet of flowers or something, it never fits in them unless they're like roses, which I'm not like a huge fan of roses, but I thought this would be so cute just to get like a little bouquet of flowers to put this in on like the kitchen table or even on a ledge that I have in our dining room. But I thought this was really cute, and it was $5.99. So I also thought, I don't know if my utensils will fit in this. I'm going to try and see in the decorating portion of this video, because I also think that would be really cute with this. The next item I got was this big pot. I don't really know what to call this, but I just thought this was really cute. It's this beautiful brown color, and I just thought this would fit perfectly into our apartment colors and scheme. And I have a picture on Pinterest of something kind of similar to this, I think. And so that's why I picked this up. And this was $7.99 from Goodwill. And it's like super heavy duty. So I thought this was a good deal. Okay, the last item I got from the thrift store was this mirror. And I don't really know how to show it to you guys without like flashing this light at you. But you can kind of tell right here, it has this beautiful design on the edge of it. And funny story, I actually had 2 mirrors exactly like this in my childhood home growing up. And then we moved, and in our new house, we brought these mirrors with us. And I took one of them, painted the outsides black, and had that in like my room growing up as well. And obviously I didn't bring it to California with us because transporting mirrors is a little bit sketchy. And when I saw this, I was just like, I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but it was just so nostalgic that I couldn't not pick it up. So, but I do think this is gorgeous. I do, however, want to maybe like paint the edges gold because it is missing in some of its paint, which might be a look, but we'll see what like happens with this. I had to pick it up. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I will find a place for it because how beautiful. And this mirror was $20. I'm not gonna be putting it in our kitchen, but really pretty. Willow, what are you? I think she's in the tub. So that is it for the haul section of this video. I am, however, going to be showing you guys how I decorate with this stuff. Plus, I'm going to just put everything together that I've thrifted and show you what I'm gonna be working with to try to decorate the kitchen and the dining room, and all the stuff will be thrifted. I promise you that. It just wasn't thrifted in this thrift shopping experience. So I'm gonna go head to the kitchen right now and lay all that stuff out and show you guys what we'll be working with. Okay, so here is kind of what I am working with besides the stuff that I already have in our kitchen. This is everything I've ever thrifted. We have a cutting board, lots of little baskets, some bowls. This mirror I'm probably not going to use, just to be honest. I just really don't have any room for it because we have this mirror right here. So probably not going to use that. We have some candlesticks, all the stuff from my last that I just showed you guys. So we'll see what we can do with this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to kind of try to replicate for my Pinterest board is where all the, I'll just put them up on the screen because then you guys can see them better, but it's all the things that have the utensils and the olive oil, salt, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna kind of just combine them. So I like this one because just the setup of it, but then there's this one that has like the cookbook and the cutting board behind it, and I have all that. So I'm gonna just kind of see what I can do to replicate these, and we'll be right back. So this is option 1 and I like it, but I'm just gonna try one more variation and see if I like the second option better. Okay, so this is option 2. Just based on my Pinterest board, I had penned something similar to this and I just don't like it. I think the first option looks a lot better just with the space and with what I'm having to work with. So I'm just gonna switch it back real quick. Okay, so this section is now done. I am in the search of a new block for my knives. I want to get one of those wood blocks. I think that would match our kitchen a lot better, but for now I haven't been able to find one, so this is what we're stuck with. But I like this little section a lot better. One thing I am going to keep my eye out for is like little tiny bowls slash dishes, maybe with a lid, that I can put my salt in while I'm cooking. I can just like all over it. I think that would be really handy because right now I just dump the salt in my hand and then use it sparingly. So I think that would be something that would be nice to have. I just don't have it right now. So for now, this is the final project. So I'm now to this section of our counter, and I just realized why I always kept our utensils on this side, and it's because I wanted to cover up these ugly outlets. So that kind of ruins my plan. I'm just honestly just gonna take that, put it right here, and then try to decorate that side of the counter with something else so we can cover this up, because I just don't want to put something else tall right here because it looks a little bit cluttered. So I'm just gonna move that right here, and then we'll go back over there and try to redecorate that section. Was really hard to try to figure out what to do because I don't want both sides of the oven to look symmetrical, if that makes sense. Like having two high things, it just looked a little bit cluttery. So I was trying to be a little bit practical over here, and then I just decided I think this is going to be a cute section because I can't really move these knives for the time being. It's just an awkward shape, and so they just work better right here. And so I just thought this would be really cute. I ended up having to change out this pot, as you guys might have seen. I love, love, love that plant pot that I had, but since I have the wicker basket over here, I decided that the white would look better. And this is actually something I thrifted in this video, so that was exciting to be able to use that. And life hack, if you are somebody who can't keep plants alive and you have to get fake plants, a great way to make them look a little bit less fake is to put dirt in the pot, and it keeps them in the right place, if you know what I mean, because sometimes you have to use that foam and it just gets everywhere, and then if you look inside the plant, it looks fake, you know? I personally hate using fake plants. I just haven't replaced this yet, and I just think it's an easy thing. These ones actually look kind of freakishly real if you don't like look at them too hard. But that being said, I think this little area is perfect with the little cutting board since we didn't get to use it in the other setup. So I think this side of the counter is done. So I love my kitchen and how much counter space I have because our last apartment had like 0 counter space, and it was so hard to put things out that I wanted to put out. That being said, I love having out my KitchenAid because I use it a lot. Anyways, I might just add a cookbook over here just to add a little bit more, like my Pinterest photos. A lot had the cookbooks right besides the KitchenAid, but this little section right here is a little bit hard to do anything with just because it is so small. And to be honest, this is kind of where we put the dishes when we're cleaning them. So I'd rather not have too much on here. With that being said, I'm just going to put a cookbook and maybe do something. We'll see. Okay, so that's all I can kind of do over here since it is such a small area, but I think adding this little thing right here actually adds a lot of cuteness to the area and makes it a little bit less boring with just the paper towels in this. And then I have my cookbook over here, and I feel like I have another cookbook somewhere. I just can't remember where I put it, but when I find it, I'll put it right here as well. We can move on to the next section and the last section of the kitchen part, and then we'll move to the dining room. Okay, so here's this section of the counter as is. I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do with this section because it's so long that I like having these here, but I don't love the look of them. So I'm gonna see if I can kind of mix up those. And then as far as the napkins go, I've decided that I'm actually gonna put them on the other side of the kitchen next to that little circle thing with the olive oil and all that kind of stuff. I think it looks really cute over there. So I'm gonna move that over here and then see what I can do with this counter space. Okay, so I've been kind of fussing with this area for quite a while now, and I just can't quite figure out any other way to arrange it besides just kind of doing exactly how I had it. I do want to say, however, I am going to be replacing these ingredients things because I don't like the silver on it. I think that's what it is that I don't like. I like having them on the counter because these are things that we use all the time, and so it's handy to have them just like right there and accessible. But I'm gonna invest in getting some that look a little bit more like this because I think it's the brown trend that I would love on these. And so later down the road I'll get some to replace that, and maybe I'll find some at the thrift store. That would be really exciting. But for now, this is just the best I can do with this area. If you guys have any ideas, please tell me in the comments, because it's such a long, skinny place that it's a little awkward to do anything with. So I think I'm kind of stuck with this setup. It's not that I don't like it, but I think it's just stuck for now. Okay, now we're gonna go move into our last section of the video. So this is the last section that I have, and I still have a table full of thrifted things that I still have not used. So I'm gonna try to use a couple more of these items on this area right here, and we'll see how we do. So this is the finished product on our dining room area. It was a little bit tough even to use my thrifted stuff because again, this is just a tiny area, but I was able to use the thrifted picture that I got, and then I just threw up a candle to match the centerpiece, which this pot I also got from the thrift store. And then these two candle holders I got from the thrift store a while ago. I'm pretty sure I showed them in a video from a year and a half ago, but I did thrift them, trust me. So pretty much everything is thrifted besides these table mats and this candle. Okay, so I'm all done with my kitchen. I'm just gonna show you guys the final product real quick. Okay, so this is the final product when you walk into the dining room. This is what you see. And then here's just a little quick overview of the kitchen. I love how this all turned out. I think it was perfect. It wasn't exactly like my Pinterest boards, but I'm just gonna keep accumulating things to match those pictures to more of a T. But I just thought this stuff was great. With what I was working with, it turned out great. I'm happy how it looked. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Nifty Thrifty posts every Tuesdays. If you guys liked this style of video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Tuesday on Nifty Thrifty. I do also have some bonus videos that will be coming out in the near future on maybe a Friday or something, so stay tuned for those. I will see you guys next Tuesday in my next episode of Nifty Thrifty. Bye!